I don't know. It's
in this book, you actually talk about how near-death experiences, there's decreased brain activity.
Absolutely. Near-death experiences, not in all of them, depends on how you how you define the term near-death experiences. But in most of them, I would say you have no blood flow. Your metabolism is grinding to a halt. Can there be some minor brain activity deep in the brain? Yes, but if that were enough to explain lifetimes of intense experience, then why on earth have we got the brain we've got? We could do with the brain of an ant, right? If so little brain activity were enough to explain everything. So skeptics have to decide, do we need a brain to be conscious or not? They can't have it both ways. If we do need a brain to be conscious, you can't explain near-death experiences with some residual, unmeasurable amount of brain activity left.
Talk to me about evolution, because right now we have a model of evolution, Darwin's model, which says that there are random mutations and then there's natural selections for the ones that seem to be dominating, that it's entirely a mechanical process. And there's consciousness, there's therefore an emergent property that we can't, of course, explain how it emerges, but it must emerge because there was a universe before we became conscious that there is a universe. So first of all, what's your take on evolution? Is evolution driven by consciousness? Are things like genes, like everything else, just images of processes in consciousness? And what is driving this complexity, this emergence, this experience of the universe?
Even if everything is in consciousness, which is my position, I'm sure it's your position as well, everything are images of processes in consciousness, excitations of consciousness, then of course evolution unfolds as a process in consciousness. There's nothing else it can be. It has to be that. It's the evolution of dissociative processes in consciousness and how they arise and how they persist and reproduce. But even then you're left with the question, is it meaningless and mechanical, even though it is in consciousness? Because consciousness can unfold mechanical ways. The laws of physics are fairly mechanical and they express conscious archetypes. Or does it have a telos? Is there an emotional charge driving evolution towards a goal, a purpose? Yeah, I think that is the more relevant question. My position is the following. I think there is sufficient evidence to believe that species evolve from other species by the accrual of genetic mutations that favor survival. That's literally evolution by natural selection. The problem is that many people today embed into that term something for which there is no proof whatsoever, which is that the mutations underlying the process are random. In other words, patternless, that they don't obey any trend, they don't have any sense of direction themselves, that all pattern is added by natural selection after the fact, that the mutations are trendless. There is no proof for that. We cannot run a randomness test on the set of mutations that have happened on Earth since 3.8 billion years ago. We don't have the data to run the randomness test on. For a randomness test, even if you lose a little bit of the data, you may lose the pattern. The pattern may have been there, but you can't see it because you lost data.
Available on CuriosityStream. Watch premium factual shows at curiositystream.com.